Welcome to the First Aid Show Daily Minute Podcast, your daily dose of first aid, brought to you by Australia's first and only first aid conference and exhibition, the First Aid Show.
One of the biggest worries people have is, if I help someone, can I be sued? Well, the good news in Australia, that is very uncommon when a first aid acts honestly, reasonably, and within their training. Let's talk about the legal word people here, negligence. Negligence means a person failed to provide the level of care that is reasonable and a reasonable person in that situation would provide. And that failure caused harm. In first aid, it could mean doing something clearly wrong, failing to do something important when you should have, acting outside your training, or making the situation worse through careless actions. But for somebody to successfully prove negligence in Australia, they generally need to establish all of these four things. Now, in first aid, once you start your treatment, yes, you do owe a duty of care to continue your treatment, or at the very least, call an ambulance. The next is that you've breached that duty of care, that you've failed to meet the standard of a reasonable first aider in that situation. Next, causation. So that means that your actions or failure to act has caused harm. And the last one, damage or loss has been sustained. That means you've made the condition worse or caused a further injury. Now, remember, all four of those things need to be established. And if one of those elements is missing, negligence may not be established. So here's the reality. If you're providing first aid in an emergency, call for help, do your best, act within your training. So how do we reduce our risk? So it's very, very, very unlikely that you're going to be sued for doing first aid. And if you're doing what you've been trained to do, the standard of care will never be breached and negligence won't be established. So how do we reduce our risk? Well, act with inside your training. Only do what you know and what you're competent to do. Follow your first aid guidelines, obtain consent where possible, ask the permission of the person if they're conscious and able to respond, call for additional help when needed, such as an ambulance, and document what happened, especially if you're in the workplace or a formal setting. And remember, doing nothing because you fear being sued may leave someone without help. No first aider is expected to be perfect. You're expected to be reasonable. So if the moment comes, step forward, stay calm, use your training, because in Australia, helping someone in good faith is not something to fear, it's something to be proud of. Helping your mate.
Thanks for tuning in to the First Aid Show Daily Minute Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on social media for more first aid tips and updates. Until tomorrow, stay ready, stay confident, because a prepared first aider saves lives.